Je ne définis un textio per a narayak are trembling slightly. You try to control it. Clench your fists. Take a breath, but your heart is racing. This isn't normal nerves. It's instinct. Something inside you is screaming, this is not safe. This is not where you're supposed to be. And the worst part, you can't leave. The cells begin to open one by one with a loud mechanical snap. The sound of locks releasing travels down the corridor like a collective sentence. You hear yours. A second of silence. Then the door moves. You don't hesitate. You step out. Eyes down, just like you saw the others doing. Eye contact here is a challenge, and a challenge becomes a problem. And problems here escalate fast. You fall into line. Men of all kinds around you, some bigger Jalen, some thinner, some with visible scars, others with empty eyes, like they already gave up on existing from the inside. You try not to look at anyone, but you feel it. The looks, measuring you, weighing you, testing you without a single word. One of them passes too close. His shoulder slams into yours with unnecessary force. You almost lose balance, but you catch yourself. You don't react, don't look. Keep walking. Your heart spikes even harder. That wasn't an accident. That was a message. You understood, and that makes it worse. The corridor feels longer than it should. The walls are tall, cold, colorless. There is no comfort here. Everything was built to remind you where you are, and more importantly, what you lost. You hear the ocean in the distance. Faint, muffled, but enough to trigger something dangerous inside you. Hope, and that's worse than despair. Because here, hope doesn't help. It hurts. Every step pulls you deeper into a reality that doesn't tolerate weakness. Your stomach is empty. A hunger that starts small, but you know it will grow. Everything here gets worse. Always. You quickly observe how the others behave. Heads down. Mechanical movements. No one talks. No one laughs. No one lives. They just exist. And you realize something disturbing in just a few hours. You're already starting to behave the same way. That scares you. More than it should. Because it means the place is already shaping you. Fast. Very fast. A guard stops right in front of you. You freeze for a split second. He stares at you. Hard. Cold. Assessing. Like you're just another number because you are. First day, you hesitate for a fraction of a second. That's enough to irritate him. Answer. Yes. Your voice comes out lower than you wanted. He steps closer. You smell cigarette and stale coffee on him. You learn fast. In here, you either adapt or you break. He stares at you one more second, then walks away. But the message stays burned in. You have no choice. You keep moving, but now your breathing is shorter. Your body tighter. Your mind trying to process everything at once. You haven't even reached your first meal and you're already exhausted. And the worst part hasn't even started yet. Because here, the day doesn't begin with routine. It begins with survival. And you can already feel you're not ready for it. You enter the dining hall with the others, and the first thing you notice is the noise. It's not loud, it's controlled. Almost muted, but constant, tense, loaded. Utensils hitting metal trays, chairs scraping the floor, guards' boots moving around. Everything sounds like a system operating under pressure. You grab your tray without looking too much. The food is simple, almost unrecognizable. Something mushy, hard bread, a thin drink. The smell doesn't help, but you're too hungry to refuse. You walk to an empty table, or at least partially empty. You don't choose where to sit here. You take what's available, and that alone is dangerous. You sit slowly. Keep your posture low. Avoid sudden movement. Your entire body is on alert. You feel the eyes around you. Not directly, but enough to know you're being watched. There's always someone evaluating who you are, even if you don't know who they are yet. You try to eat. The first bite barely goes down. The taste is bad, but that's not what stops you. It's the environment, the feeling that any small mistake could turn into something big. You chew slowly, swallow with effort. Your stomach reacts instantly, desperate for anything that resembles food. You keep going, forced. Mechanical. A man sits in front of you without asking. He says nothing, just places his tray and starts eating. You try not to look, but you notice Large hands, scarred fingers, slow, controlled movements. He doesn't seem in a hurry. That's worse. People who aren't in a hurry here usually aren't afraid. And people who aren't afraid are exactly the ones you should avoid. You keep eating, pretending he isn't there. But he knows you noticed. And that creates an invisible tension between you, the kind that doesn't need words. You hear someone arguing a few tables away. Low voices, but aggressive. A sharper word. A chair scraping too fast. You feel the environment shift. Subtle but immediate. The guards react first. One is already moving. Another watches from a distance. No one else looks directly at it. That catches your attention. No one watches here, because watching can pull you in. And if you get pulled in, you lose. You learn that without anyone explaining it, the argument ends quickly. A shove, a harder stare, then silence again, as if nothing happened. But something did, and you felt it. The tension doesn't disappear. It just reorganizes in the drive. You go back to eating faster now. Not because you want to, but because you want to get out of there as soon as possible. Staying too long in a pause that seemed to offend him.
Place where everyone is together is dangerous. Too many variables, too unpredictable. The man in front of you stops eating for a second. You notice from the corner of your eye, he looks up. Now he stares directly at you. No hiding. You can't ignore it, but you can't hold it too long either. You look up for a second, just enough to acknowledge, then back down. A delicate balance. He keeps staring for a few more seconds, too long, then goes back to eating. But the message was delivered. He registered you. You now exist to him, and that's not good. You finish your food or what you can. There's still some left, but you don't risk staying. You stand. Follow the flow, no rush, no hesitation. Everything here has to look controlled. Even when it's not, you return your tray. The metal clanging echoes louder than it should. You notice a few quick glances. Small mistakes make noise here. Literally, you move to the next area. The day doesn't stop. It never stops. Now comes work. You don't know exactly what to expect, but you already understand enough. It's not a choice. It's an order. You enter a larger area with other inmates already positioned. Some cleaning. Others organizing boxes. Others just repeating simple movements like human machines. You're given a task without explanation. Clean a section of the floor, a rag, a bucket, dirty water. You kneel, start. Repetitive movement, scrub, ring. Scrub again. Time passes slowly, very slowly. Each minute feels longer than it should. Your body starts to feel it. Your back aches, your knees protest, your hands grow rough. The cold water bites, but you keep going. Because stopping is not an option. You feel someone passing behind you. Too close. You freeze for a second, but you don't turn. You can't look suspicious. You can't look weak. You just keep moving. But now your heart is faster. You hear a low laugh somewhere. It's not humor. It's something else. You don't know what, but you don't like it. The entire environment feels like it's carrying a constant threat. Nothing fully explodes, but everything feels like it could at any second. That wears you down more than physical effort. You realize something important here. Danger isn't just in actions. It's in the constant possibility of them. And that keeps you on edge all the time. No rest, no pause, no relief. A guard walks by watching, cold eyes, arms crossed. He doesn't need to say anything. His presence alone enforces control. You feel the urge to stop just for a second, stretch, breathe, but you don't. Because you already understand small deviations draw attention. And attention here costs. Time keeps moving, or at least you think it does. Because in here, time loses shape. There's no reference, no reliable clock, just repetition. Just where, just waiting. And the more you think about that, the heavier everything becomes. You start to notice something deeper, more dangerous. It's not just the environment pressing you. It's the routine, the repetition, the lack of control. That starts messing with your mind. You try to focus on the task. Scrub, ring, scrub, but your thoughts won't stop, and that weakens you more than any physical effort. You stand up for a second to adjust your posture. A mistake, small but visible. The guard looks your way immediately. You drop back down without hesitation. Your body reacts before your mind. That scares you. Because it means you're already obeying automatically, without thinking. And that is the beginning of the transformation. You haven't finished the day, not even half of it. And you already feel something breaking inside you, not physical, mental. something you can't fully hold together, and that gives you a different kind of fear, a deeper one.
Because here it's not enough to survive the environment. You have to survive what it does to you. And you're starting to suspect that might be harder than anything else. You're still on your knees, repeating the same motion, when you feel the shift before you understand what caused it. The environment gets heavier, not louder, denser, like the air thickened. You lift your gaze for a second, fast enough not to be seen as a challenge, but enough to notice something happen. A group of inmates stopped working. Not all of them, just a few, and that's worse. Because when only a few stop, it means they know something you don't. One of them steps forward, another follows. No shouting, no announcement, just movement. Slow, directed. Your heart spikes. Pure instinct. You drop your gaze immediately, pretending nothing is happening. But your body is already in full survival mode. Your ears pick up everything. A faster step, something dropping, a sharper breath. Then the first impact comes. Dry, heavy, one body slamming into another. The sound echoes through the space and everything changes in a second. Control breaks. You lift your head involuntarily. Mistake. You see enough. Two inmates locked in direct conflict. One lunges forward with brutal force, slamming the other against the wall. Another man jumps in, not to break it up, to join it. You freeze. Your brain tries to decide look or don't look, react or don't react. But here, any choice can be the wrong one. A third inmate looks straight at you. Direct. And that's the worst possible scenario. You drop your gaze instantly, but it's too late. He saw you watching. That puts you inside the situation even if you didn't want to be. The guards take a few seconds to react. Too many seconds. When they move hard. Shouting. Commands. Batons. The sound of impact is no longer just between marches.
Inmates, it's against bodies, against the ground. Against anyone in the way, you try to move away without looking like you're fleeing. Controlled movement. Small, but enough to get out of the direct line. Your body is shaking, not by choice. By reaction, you feel adrenaline flooding through you. Your hands sweat, your breathing breaks. One of the guards shoves an inmate so hard he crashes down just a few feet from you. Too close, way too close. The man on the ground tries to get up, blood on his face, eyes unfocused. He looks at you. And for a second it feels like he's about to ask for help. You don't move, you can't. There is no help here, only individual survival. The guard gets there first, a sharp strike. The man drops again, still you look away. That's already more than you should have seen, more than you should carry, but your mind already recorded it, and it stays, everything stays. The chaos lasts maybe a minute, maybe less, but it feels much longer. When it ends, silence returns too quickly, like it's forced, like the system reset itself. The inmates go back to their positions, some hurt, others just more tense. The guards walk around making sure control is restored. But you know it isn't. It was just pushed under the surface again. You try to go back to work, but your hands don't cooperate. The movement loses rhythm. Your head is full. Images looping, sounds echoing. The impact, the blood, the look on that man's face. You try to focus, scrub, ring, but it's harder now, much harder. A guard stops beside you. You feel him before you see him. His presence is heavy. He watches you for a few seconds, in silence. That alone is enough to lock you up completely. Problem? The question is flat, no real interest. You answer too fast. No, your voice comes out tight. He keeps looking, assessing. Like he's deciding whether to believe. You then